Impact Media. Putting a face on radio.
SEXposure is 88.9 The Impact, 1-hour forum discussing relevant issues affecting the MSU community. And now, tonight's exposure.
All right, this is Impact Exposure, or should I say tonight's SEXposure, or even more so, the final SEXposure of the semester. It is, I know, it all went by so fast.
Yeah. It's like sex, right?
That's right.
It's like sex, right?
Barely memorable.
Barely memorable. You turn over and say you go to sleep.
Exactly,
Okay.
and then you act like you never met these people before.
There you go. What's your name?
Well, of course, for those of you that aren't familiar with SEXposure, we are joined, of course, in studio by the crew from Olin Health Center. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming by.
What's up?
You want to go around real quick, introduce yourselves? We'll start. Where are we going to start?
We'll start with me.
All right, go for it.
I'm Andrew.
I'm
from Olin Health Center.
Oh, sorry. Jumping the gun. I'm Christy. Hi, I'm Erin from Olin.
This is Dr. D, and this is the last show, a passing of an era, a passing of a institution, because this is Erin's last show, and this is Wes's last show. So we're going to go out with a bang, aren't we?
That's right. I hope so.
No pun intended. Well, maybe pun intended, right?
Well, it is April Fool's Day today, too.
It is
so
April Fool's.
Who
That's
knows
right.
what can happen?
That's right.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just lying to you.
No, I'm upset too because Dennis and I have this office prank that we constantly do. It involves black jelly beans and him telling me that they taste like grapes.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not get pranked once today. It's
Maybe that was
sad.
the prank. Maybe
You
it's the
obviously
reverse.
haven't
kind of
looked
thing.
in your desk drawer.
Oh, goodness.
It's turned upside down, the little fallout. Yeah.
Yes.
But we do encourage you to call in, right?
Certainly,
Wes?
absolutely. Well, the number, just to throw that out right away, is 432-3893. And, if you've got any questions about what we're talking about, comments, maybe some amusing anecdotes that are radio-friendly, we welcome it all. Well, as long as the words you're choosing are radio-friendly. The subject matter can be
Educational.
educational.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Would you like me to run down the words that are educational
No.
involving sex?
If you don't do it now, I'm sure it'll happen before the end of the hour.
Masturbation, vagina, penis, words like that, proper
Absolutely.
English.
Clinical things to make your mother blush.
It wouldn't be exposure if she didn't say those things within the first 2 minutes.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
And it is within the first two, so congratulations.
Thanks. It's a record.
Well, now in addition to to just general comments and questions, we of course have our question of the day. Now, did we decide what was going to be?
No, we were going back and forth because tonight's show is on relationships. We kind of want to look at that concept and really discuss it like we haven't been discussing it all day anyhow, because as we sat around talking about it. But, we had a question here, but, let's change it a bit, right, Christy? We can
All right.
change it a
That
bit,
sounds
right?
good.
I guess the question I have for you, and we do have prize packs. We have relationship prize
The
packs.
famous relationship prize pack. I think we should put like two
Complimentary, because we're going to be nice
Yes.
tonight. We're not going to violate the FAA rules, FCC rules, whatever they are.
Whatever rules you got, we
Complimentary
will not violate them.
massages.
We won't violate those
Yeah, we
rules.
should put two of everything in there for you.
Yeah.
We'll put
Yeah.
two of everything. 2 complimentary massages from Douglas J. 2 kiwi fruit passion play, whatever kind of
Lubricants.
we there.
Yeah.
Put two copies of the Sexual Etiquette 101 book.
Oh, you both can look at pictures and compare.
Right, and one has big words and big pictures for men, and the other one has
Small
complicated
words and.
Yeah, okay. You call in, and the question is, why do you need to be in a relationship? Why are relationships important? Why do we need them? We talk about them all the time. Everyone's trying to either get in one, get out of one, or want to be in one. But why do we need relationships? And don't give me this esoteric, Eckhart Tolle answer. We're all connected. I mean, I want to know why you think.
Reach out and touch someone.
No hippie stuff tonight.
Why do you need to be in a relationship? Tell us, because we're going to talk about relationships tonight, and I think everyone here in the studio, as well as those ones we may call, who may call in, everyone's been in one, or thought about one, or
had to put up with someone else's or
put up
something.
with someone else's.
Exactly.
Sure,
not
yeah.
everyone's a 40-year-old virgin. I mean,
Exactly. Well, now, of course, if you do have an answer to that, just a personal anecdote, perhaps. So the number again, 432-3893. Again, the question: Why do you need to be in a relationship? What's the value of being in a relationship?
I think preceding that, and I'll open this up to anyone who wants to call in. Wes, we're going to pick on you too, because we know you're in a relationship, even though she won't call in because she's Oh, I can't. Right? No calls to action.
It's okay. She doesn't listen anyway.
That's right. She doesn't listen. So there's somebody out there that doesn't listen to Impact?
Can you believe it?
Oh my God, I can't believe it. The award-winning station.
Yes,
that it
station
is.
of the
Yes,
year.
with the award-winning
God.
host.
That's right.
Is that why you
Yeah.
chose to date her? Just
Yeah.
because she was the only one that she wasn't into your celebrity?
She did.
so-
Yeah, she didn't
Yeah.
know. That way I know she's
She
true. She's
didn't
real.
appreciate
Yeah.
your
She's for real.
Yeah,
celebrity.
I
What does
think we
that
have
do
to
for your
congratulate.
ego?
Congratulate Wes.
That means I have something to prove to her that she'll discover
Good.
something
It keeps you
awesome about me.
normal,
Yeah,
right?
balanced, modest. Yeah.
No, but I do want to congratulate for your award.
Well, thank you.
I think that was really nice.
Yes.
And my good friend Ed Glazer, who out there,
Yes.
who won several
Multiple
awards
award
too,
winner.
and Impact once again winning Station of the Year award.
Yes.
I mean, it's
Let's just spend the next hour
unbelievable.
talking about how great we are.
And it's all because of SEXposure.
Yes.
That's our ego.
And relationships.
Of
Healthy
course.
relationships.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I was to say,
Friendships
as a back to this, we
Mm-hmm.
we many times talk about this concept of being alone and being lonely, and I think that we've explored this in the past, maybe not in a show, but we've done it in class and stuff, and so what is this? What's the difference between being alone and being lonely? I mean, what is the difference?
I always like to use my hallmark term,
Oh, God,
being
yeah.
with yourself. I think it's so exciting to be with yourself. They're all laughing at me if you
Yes.
could see us. But there is a difference between being alone, choosing to be alone, or choosing to feel lonely, choosing to feel like your loneliness is not a choice. And I think that's where it comes down to. It's about a choice, whether you're choosing to be on your own or you don't feel like you've had the choice to be.
Some choose to be lonely. Some have loneliness thrust upon them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those poor souls.
And being lonely is kind of a lot worse than just being alone, because being alone can be a really good thing. It doesn't mean you have to be sad or dwell on that. I mean, you're not completely alone in every way. You're just, without someone else. I
Well,
guess.
tell me a little bit more about that. What does it mean? We always talk about this being lonely. What does lonely being mean? What is the definition of being lonely?
Well, I think one of the main ways you could define the two, being alone or being lonely, is the fact that a lot of times it's a choice. Being alone is maybe a choice that you make for yourself in order to know yourself better, and maybe make the idea of being in a relationship in the future better because you know yourself.
But can you be lonely and still be with somebody?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think so.
if you don't feel a connection,
Yeah.
you're still more or less on your own emotionally, at least.
Yes,
So
just that.
what-
It's a great song about
But what constitutes that? I mean, what constitutes that? I mean, if you're with somebody, you're with somebody. So you're in a relationship or whatever. And so what makes it lonely? What makes being with somebody lonely?
I think you feel like you're missing something, either in that person, but maybe really it's in yourself that you don't know. A lot of things could make you feel lonely, and sometimes I think you could even feel more lonely when you're with someone than by yourself. I think it makes no difference if you're with someone or not to feel lonely.
I think it's about connection. I think sometimes we get into these relationships and they're really fun and there's like this heightened passion when you're first together, and then it's kind of like
I knew
oh.
she'd get to the passion quickly.
Well, I think
Yeah.
it is all
Then
about.
it becomes then you become complacent. Maybe you don't become complacent, but you go through these dips in your
Yeah.
relationship.
Things become
and-
routine.
Yeah, become routine. Maybe you get bored. Maybe you have friends that get into new relationships that are like, well, why are they so passionate about their relationship? And I've kind of lost it, And so then maybe those feelings of loneliness do come up. Maybe you lose that connection with your partner.
Sure.
Growing apart as opposed to together.
So what does the term relationship mean to you then? What does the term relationship mean? We bandy around these terms all the time. We're always saying relationship, commit. Wait till we get to commitment. I love that one. You know how much I love that word. Relationship. What does it mean to be a relationship? What does it mean to you?
It means you're linked up on Facebook.
You're linked up on
I'm
Facebook.
not linked up on Facebook.
In a
Well, then
that's-
you are not in a
it's not
relationship.
really
I'm sorry to
real.
break it to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
do you
sure
hear that?
thing.